Yo, what's up guys, I'm the Fire King, and today I have our WPL Season 6 Draft Analysis. And the last time we were in the WPL, I think it was Season 3 or Season 4, if I'm not mistaken. And we were 4-0 with a plus 19 differential, because we had gotten a 6-0, a 5-0, and two 4-0s. Like I said, that we were 4-0 with a plus 19 differential. We were kicking butt, and the championship was looking nice. But that's when the first time my personal stuff started happening, and I had to drop out of the league. But we're back for Season 6. We got invited by my good buddy, the OP Jellicent. And like I said, we're back. We're here to take some names again. And just really quick, I got the EBL and now the WPL and the PWC, all three leagues happening at the same time. It's rough prepping for 3 leagues. It's really rough. But with that said, this is the way I'm going to prioritize the leagues. EBL, it's in the Season 3. We just had our Week 1 matchup. That league, that's going to be my top priority between the 3 leagues. The reason being is, Season 1 we were champions. That's where we got our first championship. Season 2 we were runner-ups. And Season 3, we want to be champions again. So the EBL is the league I'm going to prioritize the most. That's where I put my most of my effort into. And then this league, which is a this league, what is it? The WPL, and then the PWC will be last. And yeah, like I said, we just had our draft analysis for the EBL, and really quick, between the EBL team I drafted and the WPL team I drafted, I only have one mon in common, and that one mon is the champ that runs the camp, the face that runs the place, the phenomenal AJ Styles. My other 10 picks, or my other 10 mons, are totally different. And in this league, out of the 11 mons I drafted, 4 mons that I drafted I have never used before, and they're like the last 4 picks. But the WPL consists of 16 coaches, which is bigger than the EBL and the PWC. EBL has 10, PWC has 12, and the WPL has 16. Like I said, it has this one consists of 2 divisions or 2 conferences. What is it? Sorry, it consists of 2 conferences and 2 divisions in each conference, if I'm not mistaken, and 4 teams in each division. But like I said, this WPL has 16 coaches, so they randomized the draft, and we got the lucky number 1 spot, the very first pick overall. It's good and it's bad. It's good because they can't snipe us. We get the first pick overall. But it's bad because we have to wait like what, 31, 32 turns before we pick again. So I'm just going to go through these picks in a rush, hurry. So we got the very first pick, and we got Victini, Captain V. He's back. And like I said, everyone knows what Victini could do. He's a monster. He's a powerhouse. He could be physical attacker, a special attacker, life orb set, choiced in some fashion, AV, expert belt, wise glasses, muscle band. You name it, Victini does it. Like I said, great move pool. And my second pick came, and like I told you guys just in this league and the EBL, the only one I have in common is this one, the phenomenal AJ Styles, the Thunderous. That was my second pick overall. Like I said, this guy's a powerhouse also. He's killing it in the PWC. Yeah, in the PWC he's killing it, getting a lot of kills over there. The EBL, we only have only 1 week went by already by the time I post this up, if I'm not mistaken. But like I said, this thing is a powerhouse. Attack is 115, special attack is 125, speed is 111. So this thing hits like a truck. Him and Victini, they're going to take some names. My third pick, and the wheel pick, was I went with Mega Venusaur, Poison Ivy. This thing's a wall on both sides and hits hard, even on the physical side with 100 base attack. And this thing's hard to kill because of his stick fat ability. So Poison Ivy, the Mega Venusaur's back. And then our fourth pick, is the Red Eyes Black Dragon, the Haxorus. Massive attacks of 147 base attack, hits like a truck. So, you know, along with Victinian Thunderous, Haxorus is going to take some names too. Good ability and Mold Breaker. And my next pick, I picked it up kind of early, but knowing I had Victinian Thunderous at this point, I had to get Blastoise because I don't want rocks on my side of the field. Because Victinian Thunders don't appreciate coming in on rocks. So I got Blastoise the Leonardo. He's back with us. You know, defense is 100, special defense is 105. So this thing could take hits on both sides. And, you know, we drafted Blastoise in the past. And my next pick was Scizor. I needed a steel type, and by this point, my go-to steel type, Registeel, was taken. So I had to go with Scizor. I get priority now with the priority Bullet Punch. Attack is it's sky high at 130, and defense is 100. Special defense is reasonable at 80. So that's my Registeel, the Scizor. This gives me another hazard removal along with Blastoise. So at this point, I have 3 hazard removals: Thunderous that knows Defog now, and Defog on Scizor, and a Rapid Spinner on Blastoise. And my 7th pick was. And my next pick was Umbreon, Shadow the Umbreon. Base HP of 95, defense is 110, special defense is 130. So this thing can take hits. And it gives me a Cleric, gives me a Wish Passer. I kind of limited it on what it does, but like I said, this thing is just here to take hits. And that's my 7th pick. My 8th pick, I went with Miltank. Good ability and thick fat. Even even Scrappy and even Sap Sipper. And like I said, I drafted 4 new mons that I never used before, and the last 4 mons, which we're gonna get into right now, starting with Miltank, is some of the mons I never used before. And Miltank base HP of 95, defense is sky high at 105, special defense is 70. It's questionable, and this thing being Miltank, its base speed is 100. And this gives me another Cleric. And let's see how Miltank takes these hits. My next pick came, I did not have a ground type. And another new mon I never used before is Umaga the Rhydon. Like I said, Umaga the Rhydon. HP is sky high at 105. Attack is sky high at 130. Along with the defense sky high at 120. The 3 last ones, special attack, special defense, and speed, was not good at all. But with the Neviolite, this thing could take hits. And along with Miltank, gives me another Stealth Rocker. And my next pick, I chose a Fairy. I didn't have a Fairy. There wasn't much on the board left. I think I was going to get Gramble at this point, and I think I got sniped this turn, if I'm not mistaken. So I just went with Comfey. Like I said, never used this thing before. We'll see how it does. Special defense is 110, and speed is 100. Everything else is questionable. But I need a Fairy type just so dragons don't just click Outrage. They gotta think about it if I bring Comfey. We'll see how this thing does. And my last pick was a Kecleon. Like I said, I drafted Kecleon before, but I never used it. Same thing with Miltank. I think I drafted it. No. Yeah. Same thing with Miltank. I drafted it before in my season, in WPL season 3 or 4, the last one I was in. But I never got to use it because I only played 4 games, and in those 4 games, I didn't bring it. So I went with Kecleon here. I drafted Kecleon before too, but I never got to use it. And here's Kecleon. Special defense is sky high at 120, and attack is reasonable at 90. And this thing is not color change. We want Protean, mini Greninja, I guess you could say, with the Protean. And this gives me another Rocker. So in this team, I have three hazard moves and 3 monster setup rocks. Like I said, Defog Thunderous, Defog Scizor, Rapid Spin, Blastoise, 3 Rockers in Miltank, Rhydon, and Kecleon. And we'll see how this team does. Like I said, with 16 coaches, it was I did get sniped quite a lot. But we'll see how this team does. Like I said, we got 4 mons we never used before, 7 mons we are comfortable using, along with Victinian Thunderous, Mega Venusaur in there also. And that's about it. And with that said, I'll catch you guys next time. Later.